Spencer Lazara for MMAinterviews.tv. I'm alongside Mr. Marcellus Wiley. Came out here to support your buddy, Damien Fatback. Talk about, his performance tonight, what you thought.
Oh, it was great. I actually saw him in his first fight, then seen him tonight. You could tell he's become more of a technician of the game. He got better stamina, and he understands how to make adjustments and adapt. So, it's a brutal sport. It's a hard way to pay the bills, but...
Just like football.
Yeah. This is even more difficult than football. This I can rely on teammates.
Yeah.
You're in there by yourself, so it's great to see it resolve and him adapting to the situation. It was a great fight.
Were you worried at all when you threw the first kick, he got taken down right away? What were your thoughts there? Were you like, uh-oh?
I wasn't worried. You know what it is? In this sport, like a few other sports I won't mention, the level of athleticism is not there, but the level of skill is. So if you could take an athlete from a different sport, because let's face it, if you're a football player, basketball player, or you run track, you're probably a supreme athlete. Well, imagine if you don't make it in those sports. If you could translate that athleticism to a different sport like this, you could be a better player. And I think Fatback is a guy who, he played football, he was good, but to be great, it took another level. But that level translates well in the octagon, so it was good to watch him go.
A lot of athletes, high-level athletes in those major sports are doing MMA training as like cross-training and whatnot. What do you think about that? And do you think in the future more of those athletes will wind up moving into MMA from earlier on rather than waiting until maybe their football career doesn't pan out to start training the sport?
You're right on to it. It's the same comparisons of Venus and Serena Williams. They could have been in the WNBA if they wanted to. They could have played women's sports, but why not take advantage of that athleticism and put it in a sport with skill? Tennis is a sport where, despite how good you can move, if you learn it at a young age, you can be great at it. And you're going to see that a lot more. Guys are going to start drifting away from the major sports and start looking at the octagon, tennis, volleyball, whatever. If you're 6'4", and you're walking around and not in the NFL, you should be in another sport. You shouldn't just be saying, okay, I didn't make it. And I see that right now happening in MMA.
Especially when the money gets better in the sport of MMA, like it's starting to get a little bit now. I'm sure we'll start seeing that more.
I work with John Bon Jones. So John Bones Jones is another guy. All of his family's in the NFL, John Bones Jones. But he's like, I went to the MMA. A great athlete who decided to take a different path. You see the results.
He actually said he was the least athletic, of course, two of the three, and they're obviously going to the highest level too, but he's super dominant now in this sport.
And that's what it is about. It's not like feeling bad for yourself that you can't make it to the NFL. It's feeling good about yourself that you can do something else. So I'm glad that it took him. He's 33 years old. Fatback is old, but it found him in a place that he could now go succeed and do it the best he can. Good luck to him.
I hear your show a lot, of course, and I know you're always exercising, staying in shape. So do you do any MMA yet? Have you started to try it a little bit, just as far as training goes?
Hell no. I like my ears. See these ears, girl? No cauliflower on these ears. But I have been boxing at Wild Card.
There you go.
So with Freddie Roach, my boy Ernie Zavela, we've been training. I'm trying to look the part, but I can't do it. They will wear me out in about 5 seconds.
Who are your favorite MMA fighters?
Bone Jones, Silva, GSP. I kind of stay with the big ones. Like in MMA, if you could be great and pound for pound one of the best in that sport, you are a man. You are a man amongst men, and I respect that.
It's crazy because, I see a lot of respect come from other athletes in other sports for those guys. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Because when you play football, you have to do a lot of things to keep yourself in shape and conditioning. But one of the things that you do is try boxing, you try MMA, and you realize that 3-minute round or that 5-minute round of MMA is the most difficult thing you could do in your life. I'd rather see a 400-pound offensive tackle than a 200-pound man fighting me for 4 minutes. So it's an amazing experience, and that's why we all do it.
And obviously on the show recently, you were talking about asking Max what size guy can I beat? Where's the limit? Where's that threshold where it's the guy that I can actually get in there with and take out? So what are your thoughts? Have you come to a conclusion on that?
Well, watching Fatback at 184, I would destroy him. But I think after that is John Bones Jones, and that's 200. With his reach and his level of technique, I would say right there, that's about it. After that, I'm done because technique takes over. I don't care how big you are, how strong you are. If I don't hit him with my power shot, his conditioning will take over me and I'll lose. So about 200, that's where I got
the ground game would be an issue.
Oh, but look, don't lie. You see that? That's a whole lot of man. I call it my chicken wing. My chicken wing, look. See? My chicken wing's a beast. So if I hit him with a chicken wing, it's a wrap.
Are you going to go eat some chicken wings now after the fight's done?
Or In-N-Out. I'm thinking about chicken wings or In-N-Out. Probably In-N-Out. I need to go get right.
Got to get that cheat weekend. I appreciate the time. Marcellus Wiley, I'm Spencer Lazar. You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.